I want to start you off with some of the top stories that we're working on, and that is these. We are looking at, let's see here, the wet weekend for some, tornado 30 years later. Of course, we're talking about the outbreak through Barrie, but it wasn't just the Barrie tornado. There were many tornadoes that day. We'll talk about all of it. Kelly Noseworthy has been live on the scene. Summer forecast. It starts June 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You don't want to miss that. You can find out exactly how your summer is shaping up. Let's get you into the rest of the weather story there. There's our jet stream. This time of year, we often have a jet stream to the north and another jet stream down toward the south that we call the subtropical jet. That fuels a lot of our thunderstorms down in Tornado Alley. But we get our own thunderstorms along our own jet stream, or we call the polar front jet, up in Canada. Non-severe storms today with 2 surface lows. Not going to be a big event, but you are going to get some scattered rain showers. You might see some lightning and hear some thunder through the BC interior. Same with the foothills. Your temperatures, much colder. I'm going to say cold because some of these overnight lows in these areas are certainly not what we like to see this time of year as we head into June. There we go. That's a look ahead to Saturday. Some scattered showers. You can see bringing in those chance of thunder showers as well. Same for you Sunday into Monday up through the north. And I'll talk about the snow that's going on in Manitoba over the next 24 hours as well. But first, Mount Shindake had an eruption in Japan. No injuries reported nor any damage, but check out the smoke plume as a result of that. It's pretty incredible how volcanoes can actually create such amounts of dust, but they can actually start to form their own weather right over top because of the heat and the particulate matter in the atmosphere. I find that kind of fascinating. Here's something interesting. Finally, some solid rainfall for many right across Ontario. 5 to 15 millimeters. I know it's not a lot, but we are calling for more within thunderstorms. So you can see some pop-up showers down towards the south today, but the better chance of your heavier rain through Ontario will be with a cold front that'll work its way through Saturday. We are expecting scattered thunder showers. So within that, you could get, anywhere from 30 to 50 millimeters of rain in a local downpour. Hard to say, but share your weather time on this Friday. This is a lot of fun. You hashtag it, share your weather. You send me a picture on Twitter at JWhittalTW, then I give you a personalized forecast. So Milt, my friend Milt Duquette, at Milt Duquette, sends me a picture. You say, no, that's not Medicine Hat, Jaclyn. No, it's not. Milt was vacationing in Montana, sent me this beautiful shot of the mountains, nice cumulus clouds over the mountains there. He lives in Medicine Hat, so let's give him a personalized forecast for today. Friday, 19 degrees, a little bit cooler than what you've seen as of late, but still a really decent day. So enjoy that and make sure you, pack the sunscreen, right? Lots of sunscreen needed this time of year. So we do share your weather. We also do another segment called Weather Selfie. Rachel Schutzen, my colleague, hosts this. It's a lot of fun. And that's where you actually can video yourself doing a selfie. Turn the phone just like you see it here. She'll get it on TV for you. By the way, her and I were running buddies. Well, she did a really interesting report on Fitbit. Here she is. Well, we've made it to the weekend. I'm meteorologist Jaclyn Whittal. It is a Friday. I'm excited for the weekend. Hopefully you have some exciting plans. If you do, if you live on the prairies, you might need a light spring jacket. It's going to be a little bit cooler, and you're going to need the umbrella if you're in Ontario. Here's why. Bracing for this next round of active weather. It is a cold front that we are looking at, and let's go to here. This is called This Is Your Map, this segment. And this is Assiniboia, Saskatchewan, out of a thunderstorm for sure. But will you get some more? Well, the foothills as well as the rest of BC, this is your map. This is what we want to focus on for you today. Non-severe thunderstorms. As far as the prairies, much cooler. And you're looking at a little bit of sunshine in Medicine Hat, but the chance of some pop-up showers, even some pop-up thunder showers in through Banff, Jasper, and in through the foothills. Regina, here's a look at your 7-day forecast for you. You are going to be cooling down for your Saturday, and it is going to be a rainy one, so that's good news because I know how dry it is out there. The rest of the week, though, back into around that 20-degree mark. That's about where you should be this time of year. Let's keep in mind a lot of the temperatures that we've been seeing lately have been well above seasonal, right? Summer-like, and we're not into summer until the summer solstice around that June 21st mark. Charlottetown at 20 degrees today. This is your map for the East Coast, about 20 for Halifax. Do expect those thunder showers to move in. It'll be wet out ahead of the cold front today in Quebec. 26, though, really nice and hot and sticky. And same deal for Ontario. Thunderstorms will roll in for you on your Saturday. That's where we're talking about the non-severe thunderstorm risk. Speaking of thunder showers, 30 years ago, there was a deadly one through Barrie. Here's Kelly. All right, let's start you off with this. Yeah, Mount Shidake in Japan erupting with no injuries reported, no damage, but boy, what a smoke plume. Pretty impressive to say the least. I find it fascinating how volcanoes can actually, start to cause their own weather. Pyrocumulus clouds come out of that just because of the heat coming out of the center of a volcano. And thanks to Rachel Schutzen for that interesting report. Okay, it's Friday. Let's talk about our developing stories. A wet weekend for some of us. We'll talk about the Central Ontario tornado outbreak 30 years ago. And Kelly Noseworthy has some incredible reporting that you do not want to miss. Summer forecast June 1st. 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can find out just how many rounds of patio weather you're going to have this summer. Chris St. Clair, Chris Scott, and Dr. Doug Gillum walk you through that, so you don't want to miss that on June 1st. Okay, let's get you into the story. Thunderstorm risk for your Saturday through the interior and even into the foothills. Calgary, you're included in that. Should be non-severe. Here's why. We've got a developing low, so we've got enough energy, moisture, little bit of heat, not quite as warm as it's been. That develops into a bigger low well up to the north, and then 2 new lows, so a little bit more of an active pattern looking ahead. In fact, BC, much needed rainfall. The forest fire situation might be tamed into the long-range forecast because of some good wet weather. This was not good wet weather. This is in parts of Texas. Houston has broken an all-time May rainfall record, over 400 millimeters of rain. Just incredible. That really has been the big story. Forget about tornadoes this year so much. Flooding has been the big story. Oklahoma City, 27 degrees this afternoon. Thunder showers. St. Louis, Missouri, thunder showers. Minneapolis, 23 with thunder showers. So very active through the plains. Let's continue to talk about your story back home. 15 for Calgary, much cooler. Look at Iqaluit at -2. Halifax at 19. Winnipeg, much cooler. You can see 10 degrees. Whereas Toronto, out ahead of the cold front, up around 26 degrees today. So once the cold front works its way through on your Saturday, a general 5 to 15 millimeters of rain for Ontario. That's good, but I know we need a lot more. But the forecast accumulation over the next few days because of thunderstorms, you might actually get some local downpours that give you a little bit more rain. So that's good news. Ongoing winter weather up through the north. Yeah, that's going to finally dissipate over the next few days.